Young. And we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, by Hashem, Kakadash. Never honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Our elders Zahabah to my right.
Yasharala.
All right.
With GMS Mississippi camp, and we coming, with a side lesson. Me and the elder brother Zahabah, and pretty much we're going into returning to royalty, man. All right, because within this society, we've been bred to think like peasants. All right, the men have a peasant mind frame. The men of Israel have developed a peasant mind frame for being in America too long, man. Mm-hmm. That's why even when they hear particular things in the scriptures, they get offended because they think like a peasant. All right? Yep. The women of our nation, they have a peasant mind frame, man. Mm-hmm. But see, the scriptures is returning us back to royalty, man. And when you go into it, it's going to explain it, man. You got it,
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21.
Yep.
Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
I have planted thee a noble vine. And when you plant something, all right, what do you expect? You expect it to grow and flourish. Mm-hmm. You see? So he planted us to be a noble people, to flourish as a noble, royal people. Go ahead.
All right. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, yep, holy a right seed.
Yep.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Yeah, and see, this is what we've turned into by what, man? Being corrupted and defiled, by Esau Edom. This man has corrupted the mindsets of the people that the Lord planted to be a noble vine. All right? And how did he do it? Through his media, through his music, through his philosophies, through his religions. All these things converted us to think like a peasant. All right? The word good job. You see? That's peasant talk. Yep. All right? Happy wife, happy life. That's peasant talk, man. All right? Jake got this metrosexual, where they put so much emphasis on the clothes, but they don't have no power.
Yep. Haven't built anything.
Yeah. Here it is. You spend so much time in the mirror, but when you go into the earth, you have no true power, man. Mm-hmm. Your money system is based on how another man feels. Because Esau can say, look, we ain't gonna use the dollar no more. Mm-hmm. So all your energy you spent, all them years you spent trying to get the bag, well, it's another man that can say, well, we don't use that no more. You see?
Like that.
Yeah. So here it is. You so into chasing something that another man's control, man. All right. As a man, you're supposed to be obsessed with rulership, man. Yep. All right. Yep. Even any nation, any man, all right, that's of a noble vine, they're obsessed with rulership. Mm-hmm. When you go to Alexander, like his mind frame was rulership, because he was an Edomite, but just going into nobilities in general, it's all about rulership, man. All right. The Ottoman Turk, go into you go into the Persians, yep. You see?
Yep.
Darius, yep. Nebuchadnezzar, they had a mind frame. It got to the point where the angel of the Lord had to play on his mind for 21 days to try to break his will, man.
Yep.
You see? Yep. And that's how ancient men were built. King David, him and Joab was slaying Edomite males for 2 days, man. Why? Because that's a ruling class mentality, man. And he said he planted us a noble vine. Let's go back, into that account. Exodus
19 and 5.
Yep.
Exodus chapter 19, verse 5.
Yep.
Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you should be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
Above all people, man. All right? Above all people. Over that, get Luke, I believe it's 8 and 24. All right? Because who else spoke about being above, man?
All right, this is Luke chapter 8, verse 24. And they came to him and awoke him, saying, Master, Master, we perish.
It might be 9. Is it 9? See, is it 9? It might be St. John. See if it's St. John. It's down from above. It's supposed to be 8. It might be 8:20.
25. But there's one power, one meaning.
Right there.
Might be 20. Yep, 23. Yep.
All right, St. John chapter 8, verse 23.
Yep.
And he said unto them, Ye are from beneath, I am from above.
I am from above. You see that? So what was Yahushua saying? He had an above way of thinking, because these was men who had status within another man's kingdom. and they thought they was on to something. Then he was so like, look, he was like, look, you from above the way, you know, you from below. You're below another man, you know, and you're boasting. That's a below way of thinking. Go ahead.
Right. Ye are of this world. I am not of this world.
Yeah, you of this world. I'm not from this society. All right. I come from a mind state of royalty. I'm the son of the Most High. All right. Who gonna be over me? You see? And that's the mind frame that we're developing the truth, and it's with humility, because rulership ain't about the perks. You know, we're learning responsibilities of rulership first. Too much is given, much is required. You see, so we're learning about the responsibilities of rulership first, and then we're gonna get the perks in the kingdom. But at the end of the day, we're returning to royalty, man. All right? That peasant way of thinking, you know, has to diminish within us, man, and we're all, you know, guilty of that, man. You know, we all was bred, there was bred in us in this society, you know? You got
Exodus? Okay, come on.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 6.
Exodus chapter 19, verse 5 again. Now,
Now,
therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you should be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
Go ahead.
For all the earth is mine.
Go ahead.
And you should be unto me a kingdom of priests
A kingdom of priests. All right, go ahead.
and an holy nation.
And a holy nation, go ahead.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the sons of
To
Israel.
the sons of Israel. So Yahweh Shema Shai always had royal expectation for his sons, man. All right? A king has very high expectation for his son. You know? So there's no higher expectations on earth than what Yahweh Shema Shai expects of his sons, man. And that's what we're returning back to, man.
That's a good point.
You know?
Quick preach
You
on the
got
bridge
that.
that.
Yep.
All right. Isaiah 9 and 6. For unto us a son is born, and unto us a son is given,
Yep.
and the government shall be upon his shoulder,
That's Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it
Yep.
and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this.
And this is the prophecy that's going to be fulfilled in the time that we're in now. Yahweh Shai will sit on the throne of David, all right, which that represents what? All right, dominance over the heathen, all right, the will of Yahweh Shema Shai going forth in the earth, and also, all right, all 12 tribes being together, and all our people being of nobility, high born.
No, you know, I can just add to
You
that.
got
Exodus 19, where it says you should be a kingdom of priests
Yep.
and a holy nation, because we're supposed to be the mediator, all right, between the Most High and the other nations. The Most High is going to set us up, all right, to rule over the nations, and they're going to submit to the laws of the Most High through us, man.
Yep.
They're going to make sacrifices for the omission of sins through us.
Yep.
You know, we were. That's why we're playing the stead of Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Because in the kingdom to come, because why did it say we're gonna have to be priests?
Yep.
Because the priests are the ones that you're gonna have to go through to ask for to make sacrificial
Yep.
payments to the Most High,
To get the law interpreted to you.
to get the law interpreted to you.
Yep.
That's why I said you're gonna be kingdoms of priests, man. All right, now going back to Isaiah the 9th chapter, where it says, you know, there's gonna be a government on his shoulders.
Yep.
The body of Yahweh Shai, which is the house of David, that's their government.
Yep.
That's the kingdom of priests.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
just to bring this out.
Yep. Yep.
Amos 9 and 11.
Yep.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Yep.
That's their government.
The government, yep. And that's that house of rulers.
Yep.
And because each individual brother of the 144,000, that's going to be a house. All right, each individual brother will be a house within itself, and that house will produce nothing but more rulers, man.
Yep.
All right, and they're going to do what? They're going to enforce the rulership of Yahweh Shai, the standards of Yahweh Shai. You see, every Israelite man is going to be an extension of the rulership of Yahweh Shai, man. You see, what you think we're part of, man? This is much bigger, all right, than a video that's going up on YouTube, man. All right, this is the introduction of an eternal kingdom, man. All right, we're returning to royalty to rule. You see, he's getting us to think like royalty because, all right, he's gonna put us in a place of rulership, man. You know, and that's the end game that we always gotta keep in mind, man. You know,
Hey, righteousness on the planet Earth.
yep,
That's the end result. Like you said, it's not about the perks, but it's opulence. Hey,
come
cuz.
on, man.
It ain't just about being cute.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at my garment. You know, we dripped in gold.
Yeah.
That's the perks of being a king.
Yep.
But what's the purpose?
Yep.
Not the perks. What's the purpose of being a king?
Yep.
All right, to regulate the planet Earth in righteousness.
Yep.
This is horrible management.
Yep. I got a quick since you said that.
All right, come on.
Then you can hold Deuteronomy 15:5 for me. That's what I got one for you.
Come on.
Like you said, the purpose, you know, of the kingdom. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
A wise judge will instruct his people.
Yep.
Now, ultimately, the Most High is the wise judge. All right, then it's Yahushua. But under Yahushua, it's a government.
Yep.
Started with King David.
Yep.
Hence the house of David. You went to the houses. We're under the house of David.
Yeah.
All right, that's the instruction, man. The Yahushua is going to instruct the people through the laws, which is going to be executed through us
Yep.
in our jurisdictions.
Yep.
All right, it's 50 states in the United States.
Yep.
Every state has a governor,
Yep.
which is a ruler.
Yep.
But he makes sure that the laws of America are instituted in those states.
Yep.
You know, for the most part, you know,
Yep.
those same laws are instituted in each state.
Yep.
And under that governor, it's a mayor. And he's controlling a more microscopic
Yep.
level of that kingdom, man. All right?
All right, this is back in Sirach 10:1. It says a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Hey, see, you're gonna understand why they call this the Wild Wild West. This is a very beastly nation, and it's been in rulership for 500 years plus. So now we're about to experience forced righteousness,
Yep.
forced order,
Mandate.
mandates, mandates, man. I was just watching a documentary about Iran. It's a law that even men have to cover their legs.
Yeah.
The men can't wear shorts.
Yeah.
The men can't show their arms and stuff, their forearms, man. How much more the women?
Yeah.
All right, but that's a law.
Yeah.
See, for us who survive this thing, man, we're going to experience order in the kingdom, man.
Yep.
You know?
Jump down to 4. This is Sirach 10:4. The power, all right, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord,
Yep.
and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And the saints shall take the kingdom.
Yep.
And before you jump back into it,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why does the scripture say on earth as it is in heaven?
Yep.
The Most High is about to set up a governing body that's going to make sure the earth is regulated how the heavens is regulated.
Yep.
On earth as it is in heaven, man.
Yep. Moses built the tabernacle
Yep.
based on the blueprint of what
Yep.
he's seen in the heavens.
Yep.
You see that?
Woo.
So this house of David, this tabernacle of David, is going to be set up in the order, you know, after what's in the heavens, man.
Yep.
That's why even Melchizedek, well, he was the high priest of the Most High.
Yep.
You see that?
Yep. Yep.
And the men and us in the kingdom are going to be priests after the order of Melchizedek.
Yep.
You know, the mediator,
Yep. Oh, go ahead, bro.
the mediator between the spiritual realm and earth.
And that was on the higher level because the elders in Dallas was getting into that when I was over there. That's on a superior level than the structure that Moses had, because that wasn't in the temple. Melchizedek was the priest himself.
Yep.
So that's why I say, know ye not that you're the temple of Yahweh Shai, and the spirit of Yahweh Shai dwelleth in you. All right? That's why Yahweh Shai said there'll be a temple that'll be built in 3 days that can't be torn down, man. Because we're the high priest now. We gonna have all access to Yahweh Shai, and you're gonna have to go through us. When I say you were talking about the other nations to get to Yahweh Shai. We're gonna, hey man, I say you are guides. What is a guide? A guide is a judge. You know? The sons of God are judges, man. That make the planet Earth an extension of the spirit world heaven, man. Oh, like you said, that same blueprint in heaven, man.
Yep.
All right.
I got a quick one for you.
Yep.
So you're going to Melchizedek. All right, now this is Hebrews 9 and 11. But Yahweh Shai, being come and high priest of good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building.
Hey, not of this building. Hey, going back, Amos 9:11. And it's funny, Hebrews 9:11.
Yep.
Amos 9:11.
Come on, man.
Spiritual.
Yep.
I will raise up the house of David, or the tabernacle of David.
Yep. Returning to royalty, man.
Going back to Ephesians. All right, you as lively stones fitly framed together, making up the house of Yahweh Shai. All right. Hey, but like you started out the lesson with, man, that starts with a ruling class mentality. You can't rule unless you have a ruling class mentality. You know? Oh yeah,
25 and no 15 to 5. Yeah, 15 to 5. But this was always, you know, what Yahweh Shai intended, you know, for the men of Israel to be, all right, royal rulers, man. You know, you got it.
All right, Deuteronomy 15:5.
Yep.
Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power.
And it all goes back to what? Obedience.
Yep.
That's why we push repentance, man.
Yep.
And see, the thing now, if you can't get in order under the men of the Most High set up on earth, all right, you're not going to make it to the next phase of this thing, man. All right? This order is being ruled out because if everyone is not on the same accord in the kingdom, all right, now you got schism within the government and you're going to have schism amongst the people. You see, just like even in the Persian Empire, what did Xerxes' counselors tell him? They told Xerxes, like, look, Vashti, what she did, that got to be checked.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be a ripple effect.
Yep.
You see?
And that's the nature of rulership.
Yeah.
They catch that counsel in the beginning states.
Yep.
That's the nature of a kingdom. They catch because they understand the results to be let it linger, man.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
All right, Deuteronomy 15:5. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day, for Yahweh thy power blesseth thee as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. And thou shalt reign over many nations.
Thou shalt reign over many nations. That was always the intentions of Yahweh Shai for this nation of people to reign in the earth, man. All right? This is the end game, you know, of the children of Israel, beginning with the elect, the sons of Israel, man. You know? And this is what we're returning back to, man, to these promises made to our forefathers, man. Go ahead.
But they shall not reign over thee.
But they shall not reign over thee. All right? That's why for brothers, like, we waiting on the mandates when they say, look, if you don't have this, you can't work no more. Cool. That means that, hey, now we're fading from this man ruling over us.
Yep.
You see?
In the wilderness.
Yeah, you should thirst for sovereignty, man. You know? As a man of Israel, you should thirst for sovereignty, man. You should be willing to sacrifice whatever you need to for sovereignty, man. Because once you get those thrones, everything else can be added back to you, man.
Seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Shai and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you.
Yep. Because even once you get that in Matthew 19 and 27. Yep. Because you guys see, when you look at this thing from the perspective of royalty, kings, you know, monarchy, the Bible makes even more sense, man, because this is the mind of a king. All right? You got it, bro.
You started 29, everyone is forsaken.
Yeah. It's all right there. What's 27?
27?
Peter asked a question.
Okay, come. Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Go ahead.
Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which shall follow me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So, Apostle Peter is asking, look, what are we going to get? We forsook pretty much. We've abandoned what we had. All right, we abandoned, you know, our status in this society. We abandoned, you know, pretty much family members, and you know, we've abandoned, you know, our traditional role within society to pretty much to follow you. All right, and Yahweh Shai is like, look, this is what you're gonna get in the regeneration. And see, we in that regeneration now. This is that last, all right, generation before the kingdom. You see? And you're gonna have some men that don't see death that's gonna be changed, and even those that die gonna be resurrected. So we in that time now where this is gonna be fulfilled. Go ahead.
Verse Matthew 19 and 29.
Yep.
And everyone that have forsaken houses,
Yep.
or brethren,
Yep.
or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or sons, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold.
Shall receive 100-fold houses, lands. Why? Because everything we now is nothing but a slave package. You might have one wife, you might have two wives, you might have a car or two, all right? You might have an acre or two. You see, you might have an apartment, but we finna lose those things, all right, as a peasant, but we're going to get them back 100-fold. Why? Because we're going to be in rulership. When you're in...
Access is the accolade to rulership.
Exactly. All right? Because right now, you know, you catch hell trying to maintain one woman.
Yep.
In the kingdom, all right, it's going to be no thing to maintain hundreds, thousands of women, man. That's why you're going to get it back 100-fold, because you're going to be in rulership then, and you can handle it. All right? Got it, bro.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
Inherit everlasting life to enjoy the abundance that we're going to get within rulership, man.
Then, but just to add,
Yep.
part of accolade to a kingdom is that you don't have to leave. You don't have to physically maintenance anything.
Yep.
If I want a pit bull,
Yep.
I gotta walk the dog.
Yep.
I gotta feed it.
Yep.
I gotta take it to the grooming place.
Yep.
I gotta take it to obedience training. All right. I gotta pay for his veterinary bills. All right. If you got a woman, you gotta buy her this, buy her. You gotta work to
Yep.
do those things.
Yep.
We gonna have to work to maintenance the things that we have in this side.
Yep.
But in the kingdom, we're not gonna have to work to maintenance those things, because it's gonna be freely given to us, man.
Yep.
That's another perk of the kingdom.
Yep.
You're gonna get what you want and not have to maintenance it yourself.
Yep.
You know? You got it,
Got
bro.
it. Yep, that just prove what you just said.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 61:5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Yep. Hey,
And-
strangers. Hey, you know, you live in an apartment complex. You see somebody walking a dog, and a dog poop, and they get a piece of plastic and pick up the poop, man.
Yep.
We ain't gonna have to do that in the kingdom, man. All right?
And it says, going on, it says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
But what are they plowing? Because we already went into what we were forsaken,
Yep.
and it went into houses,
Yep.
land,
Yep.
wives.
Exactly.
All right. So now it shows you that we're going to have people that maintenance those things when we get it back 100-fold.
Because you got to cut your own grass.
Yeah.
All right. Ankle hurt.
Yep.
You know. You go sleep right after you see these through.
You know.
You know?
You want to go on a vacation with your woman where you got to work some overtime.
Yeah.
I got to slave 2-3 weeks to go on a 3-day vacation.
Then you got to ask, can you leave?
Yep. Got to
You know?
ask.
Yeah.
You know. So that's another perk, man. You're not gonna have to maintenance anything. Like the brother broke down, at the sons of strangers and aliens. Those are the people from other nations, man. Hey, that's right, brother. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Hey, everything is worth losing for the kingdom,
Yeah,
man.
everything, man. Fuck it. It's all, you got to push everything in the middle of the table, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
This light work, man. And then this is lightweight, man, because we already ain't got shit.
Yep.
You know? What the hell, what do we got? You know? Nothing.
Yep.
All right? Get that in 1 Peter 2:9. Yep.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
And because now we're returning, you know. But now we're returning, all right, to that ruling class mentality, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Go ahead.
All right. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It says, "But ye are a chosen generation,
But ye are a chosen generation. Go ahead.
a royal priesthood."
A royal priesthood. He's talking to the same people. All right? And in spiritual, that it was Moses saying there the Exodus, and it's
Yeah.
Peter saying it now.
That's right.
All right, which was David, man. If you can get it,
Yep.
if you can receive it, man, go ahead.
An holy nation,
Yep.
a peculiar people,
Yep.
that you should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
And we're showing praises through what? Our obedience, our conduct, man. They're showing praises, all right, to Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, man. These men, there's no dollar amount that you can give them to turn away, all right, from what they believe, man. There's no person that you can put in their life that deters them from what they believe, man. All right? There's no status or perk that you can give them on this side that deters them, and that shows forth what? The praise, all right, of him that called us out of darkness into this marvelous light, man. Ain't nothing like being a ruler, man. All right? If you're not a ruler, you're not living, man. You see? That's why Yahushua always talking about, I come to give you life and life more abundant. What is he speaking of? Rulership.
Yeah.
When you're a ruler, you have abundance. You see? King David, when he got the Ark of the Covenant, they say he had a feast with the whole nation, and he gave every man a good piece of meat, was probably some lamb, you know, and a good dragon of wine. You see? How can you throw a party for a nation of people unless you have abundance?
Yep.
When Solomon finished building the temple, he sacrificed 125,000 sheep, man. 125,000 sheep, and he threw a party for the nation for 8 days, from the river Egypt to what they call modern day Syria now, man. You see? From Egypt to Syria, all right, he threw an 8-day party, man. That means everybody was fed and had wine for 8 days, man. Millions of people, man. Wow. You know? This is what we coming back to. You got it, bro.
Hey, Proverbs 29:2.
Yep.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yep, and that's gonna be us, man. All right? That's gonna be us, man. Like, we haven't seen rejoicing, man. You know? The closest thing you get to what? Jake by, you know, the dope boy by the bar at the club.
Yeah.
You know, nigga throw a barbecue, tailgate, you know, the game, some shit.
A rapper come to your city, have a space jump.
Yeah.
Buy all the boot bags before school start.
The DJ.
Yeah, the DJ, yep.
Yeah.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, this is a mourning condition, man. You know, because you spend majority of your time, you know, trying to calculate, you know, what bill to pay, how to pay it, how much I'm gonna pay on this.
Yep.
You see?
How long is my grace window?
Yeah.
Before you don't pay it.
This shit here, man, this is a scarcity, you know, way of living, man. But we finna come into abundance, man. That's in everything, man. You know? And you can get in with Revelation 5, 9, 1, and 10.
Okay, come.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 5, verse 9.
Yep.
And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
And this is Yahushua and his sacrifice, all right, his blood being shed, it redeemed us, all right, out of every nation. First, it redeemed our mindset. Our pure minds were stirred up. We was put in remembrance that he was worthy to open the seals, which is the understanding of the scriptures. All right? And then he's going to physically redeem those people. All right? And we're going to be changed. And after we're changed, this is going to happen. Go ahead.
And has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
And we shall reign in the earth, man. All right? We are returning to royalty, man. But it begins now. The way we think, the way we maneuver, man. All right? We're moving on a whole other frequency than everyone else in the world, man. And it's time, you know, for things to start, all right, hey, line themselves up with what we got going on, man. You know, because we, all right, when you go into the prophet, the Most High said, I have set you over nations and kingdoms, man, to throw down, to pull up, to build, to plant. You see? So we have authority from on high. It comes with great responsibility, man. But we just have to have a high-born mind frame, man. We ambassadors of Yahweh by Shema Shop, man. And that's why, you know, we have to carry ourselves as such in our conduct, man.
That's right.
You know?
Hey, because you create your own reality.
Yep.
If you carry yourself such as royalty, it's like your subconscious picks up on that.
Yep.
But if you walk around like a peasant, then you telling yourself that's what I am.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, with that, you know, we hope your brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakudash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Abba, Come Yasharala. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.